Today, global attention once again turns to one man, Donald Trump. Not because of a single decision, but because of what he said, how he said it, and what it signals to the rest of the world. In diplomacy, statements are rarely casual. They are read, analyzed, and interpreted, line by governments, militaries, and markets. Today, Trump's remarks have triggered concern among allies, calculations among rivals, and renewed debate about the future of global order. Tonight, we break down what Trump said today, why allies are uneasy, and how these words could reshape international relations. This is World Affairs Today. Donald Trump is not currently sitting behind a resolute desk, yet his words still move the global system. That is because the United States remains the world's largest military power, a central pillar of global finance, a key security guarantor for dozens of countries. When a potential or former U.S. president speaks differently about alliances, borders, or trade, governments must prepare, not debate. Today's statements were not dismissed as rhetoric. They were treated as possible future policy. In his recent remarks, Trump once again emphasized several familiar themes. Allies must contribute more. The United States should not carry unequal burdens. Agreements should be renegotiated if they no longer serve American interests. On the surface, this sounds like domestic political messaging. But for allied capitals, this language carries deeper meaning. It suggests conditional security commitments, pressure-based diplomacy, a move away from automatic guarantees. European officials, in particular, interpret these statements as a warning, not of hostility, but of uncertainty. And uncertainty is dangerous in geopolitics. Europe's reaction today has been telling. There has been no public confrontation, no dramatic rebuttals. Instead, European leaders are quietly reinforcing messages they have been repeating for months. Europe must rely more on itself. Defense readiness must increase. Strategic autonomy is no longer optional. Trump's statements today reinforce fears that long-standing assumptions about American reliability can no longer be taken for granted. This is not about abandoning the alliance. It is about hedging against volatility. Another element of today's remarks that raised eyebrows was Trump's renewed focus on trade imbalances and tariffs. Markets react strongly to tariff language, even before policies exist. Why? Because tariffs affect inflation, supply chains, corporate investment, consumer prices. When Trump talks about tariffs, businesses prepare for disruption. Allies worry not just about economics, but about politicization of trade, where economic tools become strategic weapons. While allies express concern, rivals interpret Trump's words differently. Some see opportunity, a chance to exploit divisions, a weakening of alliance unity. Others see risk, increased unpredictability, sudden policy shifts, escalatory rhetoric. What rivals fear most is not confrontation, but unpredictability. Trump's style removes the comfort of long planning cycles, and that forces constant recalculation. Today's statements are not about immediate action. They are about direction. They suggest a world where power matters more than process. Deals matter more than institutions. Strength is emphasized over consensus. This does not mean chaos, but it does mean change. Trump's statements today did not start a crisis, but they reminded the world of something important. The global order depends not only on laws and treaties, but on expectations. And today, those expectations shifted slightly. That is why allies listened carefully. That is why markets reacted. That is why rivals took notes. Because in world affairs, words spoken today often shape decisions made tomorrow. This is World Affairs Today.